ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. You know me.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. General West. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 49. Ready?
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
First down, New York.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Barkley. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 3rd and 2, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 16. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
You ready?
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a big run there by Henry. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
32.
Henry running right. Into the secondary again. 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr., but a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. On 2nd and 7, Jones, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
X3, 218, chop. Ready.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. On 2nd down, Barkley. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Back to throw. Jones. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Looking to throw. Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down now, it's Henry, and he's got some space here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 30. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. He's coming, let's be on. We got double up, double up. Check the backer, check the backer. Hatch it, hatch it. Watch, hey, watch twist. Hey, 22.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Running left, it's Henry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jones operating from the gun. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. And we were down in the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
And you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolled,
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it is 28-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
and I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. A handoff running left, Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Hey. Wide. Get wide. 32. Check hot route. Hot.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
57, Mike 57.
On first down, Henry. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 22.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And middle.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
61, matchbox, left to go.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And yes, he found Toilolo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Ready? 58.
First down, New York.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
36.
X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
From the gun, Jones finds his tight end, Ingram. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go.
Jones on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete then. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Jones now. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Telvin Smith. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Mike, 57. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
21.
Derrick Henry. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the...
There goes Sterling Shepard, the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. 2nd and 4. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this fight? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker.
The Lions take over 1st and
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm here. Hey. Switch.
This is Henry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone and the touchdown record is now all his. Lambo on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.